All right, good morning, my friends. It is Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here yesterday. We're still inside of that big chop block from the highs of last week and the week before and the lows of last week. And we said that if we were going to have any faith in the bulls this morning, we would like to see them get through this pocket right here, this pocket from about 29 to 34. And if the bulls couldn't get through there, it was a clue for the pullback. And so let's go ahead and take a look, or at least we said if the bulls couldn't get through here, it was not a good case for that side of things, right? So what happened? Market open, we came right to the top end of that pocket, came right to our roadmap level at 52.33 here, and literally within a tick or two got the biggest pullback of this right out of the open there. And then as you can see, the bulls tried to recover and bring things right above this area, but every time they pulled back, they held right off the roadmap level. So it became resistance right out of the open, a great short opportunity. Pulled back, breached through the 200 by just a little bit. Bulls tried to recover, and then they held the top end of 52.33 until they didn't anymore, and then it began the nice bearish push for the rest of the morning. So there were some great opportunities on the short side. Once the price could not significantly hold above our pocket and above that roadmap level at 52.33, it then became pretty clear what you wanted to do. You could have shorted the back end of the 200, could have shorted the back end of 52.33 basically, the back end of the high of the day before to the tick, the back end of the 200 as we continued to sell off. You could have bought the VWAP there for a little pop, but you're going against the grain of as to what we were thinking. And then from there, another great opportunity off the 200 for a little pullback. And then we got a little bit of choppiness, so nothing really sexy to talk about in here, except for the fact that the bulls tried to actually get back through VWAP, and on 3 tests, maybe it depends on how you count it, 3, 4, 5 tests here, they just could not get through VWAP. And then we got the continuation to the downside. There's the beautiful crossover, kiss of the 200, the continuation lower. You had aggressive opportunities on this sell-off. You had an opportunity to sell off the back end of the 200 at the end of the day there. And you should have been able to make some money on the short side yesterday. It was, in my opinion, a pretty straightforward market once we started to get back below our main pocket of resistance for the bulls, our contention zone for the bulls. And yeah, maybe a little bit of choppy in some times, so that's how the market is. And then a great short opportunity at the end of the day. So that brings us here into the pre-market for this morning. Or I'm sorry, into the overnight session, into the Globex session and the pre-market of this morning. And as you can see, the bulls have been trying to defend right around 50% of the previous day. Another great little area to be buying to see if the bulls could actually defend that area, and you got a couple little scalps out of it. But the bulls are not in power. The bears are definitely pulling the whole thing down, and as you can see, they brought it up to try to test up through the previous daily close, and now we're getting the failure. Beautiful, beautiful short opportunity off the back end of the VWAP there just in the last hour or two. So that brings us here to the pre-market for this morning. We did start a little early this morning, so that's why you see it's nearly not even 7 a.m. my time, Central Time here. Had to get this broadcast out early, so let's go ahead and jump up to the higher time frames and see what they have to say for this morning.